Alright, so in this video, I'm going to tell you how I got my student visa. It was an extremely long and excruciating process, so bear with me so that we can learn together. Here we go. I thought I would take this time in my car to tell you how I got my student visa to go to Spain for 6 months. There's a list, I just drew one up here, of things that you need to apply for a visa, just period. It differs between student visa, work visa, tourist visa. You pretty much don't need anything as long as you're out of there within 3 months. So I decided, since it's Corona time, nobody wants tourists anywhere, the only way that I'm gonna be able to travel is through a student visa. So I got to work and was like, how do I go to school in another country? Well, I could apply and attend a university, but that's like a lot of work, more money, more work. And I also wanted to take a gap year, so just wasn't my train of thought. So I decided, hey, let's go to a language school, because that counts, right? And yes, it does. So I'm going to Spain on a student visa to attend a Spanish language school. So, getting my visa, first I had to print out my national visa application. I printed out this application probably a total of like 5 times because I'm a human and I make mistakes. Helpful tips. You need to write in all caps and don't mess up. Maybe write it in pencil first. I didn't think to do that. I just did pen all 5 times. Write it in pencil first so that you can erase your mistakes and then write it again in pen, like that. Good idea. I also had to get a passport photo. You have to get a passport size photo. You can do that at your local Walgreens. I needed a passport and a license. I had my passport, which I got in 2016. That passport was gonna expire in 2021, and to apply for a visa, you need the passport to be just a little 1 year, at least 1 year, and mine wasn't, and I was like, that shouldn't be a problem, right? It's a problem. Make sure that you have more than 1 year on your passport, and make sure that you have a passport. So I had to stop all of my student visa work and transfer all of my energy to getting a passport. I think it took like let me double check. Took about 3 weeks-ish. This process was a lot of waiting, which kind of sucked because I am not a patient person. Yeah, so got the passport, check, got my photo, did the national visa application eventually, like, correct. I already found a school, so I did a lot of research beforehand. I was looking for a language school, and I was asking my family members in Spain what they were thinking, because they also just moved to Spain. And so I decided to go with A2 Spanish language school. So I enrolled there and I got my acceptance letter from them. Make sure to get translations of everything. They need translations. And by they, I mean the consulate. I did not explain this well. And then next on the list, evidence of funds. So if you're independent, then you just need evidence that you have like X amount of money in your bank account for the X amount of months that you'll be there. And then if you're not independent, like I am not independent yet, you pretty much just need a letter from your parents saying, we're gonna give you allowance. You need a letter that says your parents sign it. You need to get the letter notarized and translated. Same with the evidence of funds. You need to get that translated. And then I needed a proof of accommodation. And my uncles are living in Spain, so I'm gonna be living with them. And they bought a house, I think, so I needed a I'm not even sure like what these are, but I needed a note simple and an acta de manifestaciones or manifestacion. Can't remember, but I needed both of those things, so they sent those in the mail to me. Then we're almost done, folks. We're almost done. Health insurance. My uncle sent me to a site called Sanitas, which does like health insurance, especially for students. So that was very helpful. So I just said I'm gonna be there for 6 months, and I think they include like corona relief in there, like if you do get sick abroad, that they'll, you know, won't let you die or anything. And then I got an envelope so that the consulate in Chicago could send my passport with my visa sticker / stamp back to me. And then I got a money order, which was for $160. That's just how much the visa costs. That's like, I finally had everything. Then comes the next part where you need to go online to the consulate and you have to make an appointment. But with Corona, we could only make the appointments online and we had to come in person. Before I found out stuff about my passport, my old passport was like bad, wrong, I made an appointment and I was like, oh, I can like get everything in time. I can do that. I couldn't. I like barely had half of the things on my list. So I had to cancel that appointment. And then I made another appointment when I almost had everything, and I had to cancel that appointment. And then finally, when I was completely sure that I had everything I needed on this list, I was patiently waiting at 1 a.m. Maybe I'll check. I'll just check right now to see if there are any appointments available, because some people cancel it, like me. I canceled a lot and people took my appointments. So I was up at 1 a.m. and I looked and there was an appointment. So I snatched that real quick, and then I started my planning to go to Chicago. I found a hotel really nearby the consulate, and I brought my mom and my dad with me, and we drove to Chicago from Minnesota. I was very excited. I got all dressed up, and it was pretty much, it felt like a bank. I thought it was gonna be like a one-on-one appointment kind of thing where you sit down, talk about stuff. No, it's like slide your papers through the hole. It was super stressful because I am just a person that always does something wrong. Not perfect, by any means. Like I was something. In the ACTA, we used my old passport instead of my new passport. My parents did not get the translation printed from the translator saying that they were going to provide me funds. Luckily, it was in my mom's drive, and my mom also had a photocopy of my old passport in her drive. So she ran it down to the hotel that was like super miraculous, and she got the hotel to print those photocopies. They did somebody else's appointment, and of course he had all of his stuff together, not unlike me. And then I gave her my last few documents, slipped it under the door, and I think like 2.5 weeks later, I got my passport back in the mail. Then I started planning my trip. Finally, like officially, like I'm going to Spain. Let me buy my tickets. Let me figure out what I need to pack for 6 months, which is, I still don't know what to pack for 6 months. I'm in a high school parking lot right now, waiting for my mom to finish her meeting. But that is how I got my student visa. If you are hoping to get a student visa to go somewhere, I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching. Svea is okay, and I am more than okay right now. Watch my next video. It's probably gonna be me packing.